Alright, so my research paper will be on cartoons in the early 20th century and how they have evolved over time. Children's cartoons, to be exact. So, in case you weren't aware, children's cartoons used to be much different than they are today. They used to be much more racist. They used to be much more violent, and there was lots of exposure to drugs and alcohol, so kind of desensitized the children. Nowadays, they're way toned down. There's no racism, thankfully. Not much violence, and pretty sure no drugs or alcohol. So why did I choose this topic? Because it's kind of interesting to think about, how they changed over time. Going from being super racist to not being racist, that's kind of interesting. It was also it was very interesting how much the cartoonists of the time could get away with. Walt Disney was an anti-Semite, so that's what is he doing making all these children's cartoons and making all this money off of them? But he's go Hitler. How they affected the children of the time, and how newer cartoons will affect the children of this generation. What do I hope to find? How the cartoons of the 20th century affected children of the time, and how the cartoons of the 21st century will affect children of this time period. My thesis: cartoons in the 20th century desensitized children to racism, violence, and drugs. Americans today can learn from them how to avoid raising another generation similar to that of the silent generation and the baby boomers.